The ongoing debate surrounding China's lack of military allies compared to the expansive network maintained by the United States has reached a critical turning point. While critics argue that China faces isolation and the burden of unilateral defense during times of extreme sanctions, a new strategic framework suggests that maintaining a non-aligned status remains the nation's most cost-effective path toward global influence. Observers often point out the stark contrast between Washington's ability to convene over 40 military allies for technological blockades and Beijing's reliance on bilateral trade. This disparity has led to a structural imbalance where neighboring smaller nations profit from Chinese investment while seeking security umbrellas from the West. Furthermore, major global trade standards and digital alliances remain dominated by the United States, Europe, and Japan, leaving China to apply for entry into established frameworks like the Comprehensive and Progressive Agreement for Trans-Pacific Partnership on terms written by others. However, the benefits of avoiding formal military pacts have become increasingly evident. By refusing to sign collective defense treaties, China avoided being legally tethered to the conflict in Ukraine, allowing it to maintain essential trade relations with Moscow, Kyiv, and Brussels simultaneously. This neutrality has positioned Beijing as a unique mediator, evidenced by the successful reconciliation talks between Saudi Arabia and Iran, as well as internal Palestinian negotiations. Such diplomatic assets are generally unavailable to nations locked into rigid Western alliances. Historically, the Soviet Union's collapse was accelerated by the immense financial and military cost of defending its allies. In contrast, China has avoided being dragged into overseas wars for 4 decades, allowing its primary focus to remain on internal economic transformation and reaching a per capita gross domestic product exceeding $12,000. The emerging strategy, dubbed Nonalignment 2.0, seeks to upgrade from a purely merchant-based approach to one focused on institutional and functional security. Instead of imitating the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, China is expected to utilize the Belt and Road Initiative and groups like BRICS to offer security public goods. This includes cooperation on counterterrorism, maritime escorts, and supply chain resilience. By offering limited security commitments, such as military training and arms sales, to pivotal nations like Indonesia, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, Beijing aims to ensure their neutrality without the risks of a full-scale military alliance. The goal is to transform economic dividends into rule-setting power, ensuring China neither repeats the military overreach of the Soviet Union nor falls victim to the containment strategies of the United States.